Hi there, hi everyone. Um, just have one or two things to just, say, and I'd love to hold that on camera. Probably it might help anyone out someday, sometime. I used to work somewhere back in the day. Not too much details, but there's enough details in it. I used to work with somewhere a long time ago that I worked like for 9 years in that establishment. And I and my boss lady, we were kind of, we were a good team. We worked very good with each other. We worked very well. Sometimes she used to be a little, a little bitchy. We both bitches. But we could work with each other very well. She was a Scorpion. What do they call these? What do they call them? Yeah, whatever zodiac sign. She was a Scorpion. So we really worked very good together until like I spent 9 years with them in that establishment. Sometimes we like each other, one another like that, but we still work together with one another, with each other. Our crew was good. Until one time, my husband got very ill, was operated. I was stressed out, but I was still keeping cool. Go to the hospital, visit my husband, drive to work, from work to the hospital, from hospital home, from home in the morning to the hospital, from the hospital to work. And that is how I was flowing until one day after I visited my husband at the hospital, and then I left him and I was driving towards to work. And it dawned on me that I am not feeling all right again. I do not want to walk where I'm walking again. Just like, I don't want to walk there again, because I now like calculated the space from the hospital, the distance from the hospital to my working place was enormous, was far away. So now my husband is going to spend like 1 month and some other days in the hospital. And I had to take a decision. It's either I stop the work there and take another place based on the fact that I have to make things work right for me. The distance to my work was too far. The hospital so I had to take a decision. I dropped in my resignation later. And my lady boss was, like irritated. And so she asked me, but Liz, why? And then I told her, well, I've been with you for so long. It's time to move on. And she said, but not like this. I said, but how? I have 1 month to put in my resignation later. And after that, yeah, I've been with you. I want to move on. She said, all right. And then she took the resignation letter from me and discussed with the crew, and everything was done. So I was just waiting for the right time to finish up my work and then move further. And after that, I noticed that my boss lady start ignoring me, start acting up, very funny, very funny. When she sees me, if I greet her, she was, totally different person. And being me, I do not like to do things like that. I like to, go straight into it, and then let's walk this shit out. I ignored her behavior for a while, and kind of like trying to tell myself, well, because I'm leaving, she's like trying to detach herself from me. Maybe that is it. What am I trying to say is that it's not good to judge people based on a spontaneous outpouring of emotion or something like that. So and then she keep behaving like that. Being me, that I'm not like that, I like to, I would ask you what is going on. So she would be like bluffing me until one morning I arrived at work. And I was just about walking in, I was walking in, and she was coming out. So when she was coming out towards me, I blocked her. I'm a bit taller than her. She's a smally kind of beautiful lady. So I blocked her like I blocked her. I said, "Hey girl, what is going on?" Cause we were good to go. And that's when I knew that my boss was really down. Immediately, I stopped her. I told her, "What's up? Why are you behaving like this with me?" She busted and started crying. And then I looked at her. I said, "Why are you crying? What's wrong with you?" And then she said, it's not possible. How can somebody get so used to someone and then all of a sudden you just want to go? You just want to go." I looked at her. I said, "Betty," I call her. I say, I was only walking. We were walking together. But in every case, in any situation in life, life has taught me that I have to move further. I have to go. It's good for me. And she cried. I never knew that all this hard stuff she was giving me was actually a woman broken inside. It was when I stopped her to talk to her and I saw her heart. What I'm trying to say. But I still moved on. I hugged her, gave her a peck. I told her that I still got to move on. I have to go further. That I won't forget her. And from that time to now, it's about it's some years. Maybe it's a long time. But I've moved on probably very well. And I'm experiencing something again, that makes me want to forget that you do not have to judge people based on the way they behave or react to you immediately. You have to take time and have patience to watch people. You don't go judging people, even if they're your bosses, even though we know it is what it is. Yeah, don't go judging people based on the fact that they're just, spontaneously, emotionally showing you what they feel. They might change tomorrow. And yeah, you guys stay steady, stay focused, and remain blessed. It is weekend. Let's have a good one. One love. One love. It was nice.